Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Elena. I am currently 20 weeks pregnant with my second child. I have a 2-year-old daughter named Naomi, and I do motherhood videos, makeup videos, and pretty much anything random in between that I think would be fun. So if you're into that, you can keep watching and subscribe. Today I am going to do a video about what I am putting on my registry for baby number 2, or what I plan to get. My sister is planning on throwing me a little baby sprinkle, which if you didn't know is what you call like the subsequent showers after your first one, because it's not such a production as the first one. You obviously don't need the mass quantity of stuff that you needed your first go around, but oddly enough, when I sat down and kind of made a list of what I need / want this second time around, it is more than you think. So a lot of people maybe initially might think to themselves, I don't know if I really even need to have a shower, you know, need to register for anything, but you'll be surprised. I have actually had so much more fun in this second pregnancy, making a list of what I want and need and putting together a registry than I did in my first pregnancy. Just because I feel like a lot of people probably relate to this, but when I was pregnant with my daughter, I feel like I registered for things because maybe this person recommended it or you've heard good things, but ultimately you don't really know. So you're pretty much just willy-nilly putting things on a registry and seeing how they work for you. You don't know what you don't know, and you figure it out real quick when the baby gets here. So this time around, I feel like I had a much more focused, strategic way of putting together what I want and what to put on a registry. I feel like I have some pretty good pointers the second time around of things that you need or will make your life easier. Obviously, I feel like that kind of varies from person to person based on your needs or what you had the hardest time with, what you didn't like or liked with your first pregnancy. So it's kind of going to vary from person to person, but hopefully I can help maybe a few people out there think of things that they didn't think of before. I want to preface this whole video before I start naming products with the end-all be-all of what was in my mind when I was putting this together, and that is one thing. Listen carefully, okay? This time around, every product that I thought of, it had to make sense with my theme of what makes my life easier. That is all, okay? I'm about easy, I'm about convenient. That is what I want this time around. What is going to make this transition from 1 child to 2 children easier on me? What is gonna make nighttime feedings easier? What is going to make everything easier? That is what was in my mind this entire time. That's what's important to me. So that's what you'll probably see. So I broke everything into categories. And the first category that I'm gonna talk about is nursing. One of the first things that I have on here is a specific nursing cover. I did breastfeed with my daughter, and I plan to breastfeed this child as long as everything goes well surrounding that. I had a very, very common nursing cover that also doubles as a car seat cover. I know a lot of people like this product. I'm not a big fan. It was extremely hard for me to get that over my body because it was kind of tight, to maneuver her around, to be able to see her. It felt very constricting when I was using it for nursing, and at that point I'm just like, screw it. I'm about to pull my boob out in this restaurant, I don't care. Some people are okay with that. I prefer a little bit of covering. So I did a little research on different nursing covers, and the one that I found that I will be getting / registering for is, and I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation, BB Alate nursing cover. One of the main things that I like about this is it is literally just a drape. It goes around your neck, but it has a wire around your neck area that kind of protrudes away from your body. It covers you, but it allows you direct access when you look down to see your baby. I feel like it's going to be a lot airier. It stays out because it has a structured neckline. I just feel like there's a lot of less obstacles in the way. Something I also want that I kind of had heard a little bit about, maybe it was around when I had my daughter a couple years ago, the Haka, or they have other products called milk savers, but basically when you're breastfeeding on one breast, your letdown goes into both breasts. So you're either wasting at least like a couple ounces into a breast pad, or you can get that milk and save it. So that just makes more sense to me. I didn't have like the largest milk production, and specifically when I went back to work, it was kind of like every day I was just trying to keep up. So I definitely want to get the Haka. Next category is travel. So one of the main things if you are having a second child is a double stroller. I have thought a lot about this. The conclusion that I have come to is I don't think, at least right now, I don't plan on getting a double stroller. By the time, this baby's gonna be due in October, so it's going to be like a winter baby. By the time that we're really getting out and about and going places like the park or the zoo or places that they're going to be in a stroller for a good amount of time, it's going to be summer and my daughter's going to be 3 by that point. The best thing that I came to, the product is called a buggy board. It's literally just a stand that you connect to your stroller for your toddler to stand on and ride that way. I just felt like this was a much better choice because if she wants to get out of a double stroller, it's such a production to like, okay, let's lean down, let's unbuckle her, let's pull her out of the big seat. So at least at this point, that's what I plan on getting. A very quick and easy decision when I saw this product, and I'd seen this product before, the mommy hook. Going to the grocery store, getting out and running errands with one child, just in my experience, is, so I can only imagine with 2, you need pretty much like 2 extra hands on your body. This mommy hook allows you to just strap it onto your stroller. It has a big surface area for lots of bags, keys, anything you can really hook onto it, it works. This next item, if I don't end up getting this as a gift from someone, I will be purchasing. With my daughter going grocery shopping alone, I literally would put the infant car seat into the shopping cart. Therefore, there was no room for groceries, and it didn't even fit in there very well anyway. The Binksy Baby, it allows you pretty much to put an infant in a little hammock across the shopping cart, and your toddler or any other kids can sit in front on the seat while you shop. I can look at this product and already know how much convenience it's going to give me and how easier it's going to be shopping. Bath time. So the first one is the baby bath kneeler and elbow rest. Once the new baby has enough head control, has enough strength in their posture to be able to sit up, I plan on just doing both of the children in the bathtub. Seems like we might be sitting there a little bit longer, and it would be nice to have a little padding on the ground that's more than just the folded up towel that we're using now. I know that's so sophisticated, but that's what we do. I want a bath seat. I didn't have this with my daughter, especially if I'm going to have a 6-month-old in the bathtub with an almost 3-year-old. I feel like there's gonna be a little more ruckus in there, and I want some protection for that baby. I'm like neurotic when it comes to water and pools and everything. That's like my biggest mom anxiety. So I want the summer infant bath seat. From what I can see from the pictures, from what I can read from the reviews, everyone really likes it. It looks really sturdy, and I can put it near the back of the tub and have the other toddler in the front of the tub. It looks like they'll both fit, and it just gives me a little more peace. We have come to the main category that is the most important to me, and that is sleep. 100% the hardest part of having a baby, having a newborn, is sleep. I'm not someone that does well with no sleep. It's not the best version of me. Let me just tell you very quickly how I did the whole nighttime thing with my daughter. And it's very stupid now looking back at it, but I was a first-time mom. I didn't know any better. My daughter slept in the Rock and Play. If you don't know, since all that, the Rock and Play has been recalled. So I'm not going to use that for nighttime sleep. I'm not getting rid of it. I still like the product, and I still think it's a great thing to have to put the baby in while you are doing stuff and can keep an eye on them. But what I would do when I had her is every single time that she woke up or I had to get up and feed her, I would get out of bed, I would lean down, which killed my body, pick her up out of the Rock and Play. I would take her to her nursery, which, I mean, it wasn't that far from our master bedroom, but still, I would take her to the nursery. I would change her diaper there. I would nurse her in there in the rocking chair, and then I would take her back into our room and put her down. Why? Honestly, my logic at the time was that I am breastfeeding her. I have to be up anyway. My husband works in the morning. It's not that big a deal. I'm just gonna do it all. I don't think my husband's getting off that easy the next time around, and I've told him. He knows he lived like a king, which was all my fault. And I'm not saying I'm gonna like wake him up, you know, every single time I get up throughout the night, but we're figuring out what's gonna be better next time around. There you go. I almost died. I heard voices. I was so sleep deprived, and I'm not kidding. I literally heard like, Mom. Never in my life have I experienced sleep deprivation like that. This time around, I researched multiple different things that I knew I wanted, the things that are just going to make my life easier. I want to make it easier. One of the main things that I'm excited about is the Hatch Baby Rest Sound Machine. Okay, let me talk about this product. It's a little bit kind of ritzy for a sound machine, but not really when you think about what it does. It is a sound machine. It is a nightlight. It has a time to rise feature, which is really great to use with toddlers. This has a sound machine that you control from an app on your phone, which makes it very convenient as well. It also has a nightlight setting that you can control the brightness on. You can have it really bright. You can tone it down that it's perfect for nighttime feedings just to be able to see enough. I wanted to get a nightlight for my nightstand anyway because I have a lamp, but if I turned that lamp on every time I had to get up and nurse her, it's just really, really bright for the baby. Like, I want them to literally eat and go back to sleep. Whether they will do that or not that's the question. This will be perfect to use when the baby is sleeping next to me in those early few months for a sound machine and a nightlight. 2-in-1 works perfect. It also would be really good to use for when my daughter gets closer to, you know, the age where it's like she won't stay in bed and it's still, you know, like 5:30, and it has a feature that you can set it to be like a dim blue all throughout night, and then you can set it to be like a light yellow when it's 7 a.m. and you think it's an appropriate time that they can get up. I really want this product, and I am going to register for it and probably get it if it is not bought. So my goal this next time around is to move as little as possible. I literally don't want to move. I want to get the baby, scoot them next to me, feed them, change them right there, and then put them back in their bassinet. I was watching this girl's video and she mentioned using disposable changing pads. So everyone has like changing pads, the cute changing pads, but the material on those are sometimes like slick, and I'm just thinking if they pee on that, it's gonna roll right onto me or the bed sheet. These disposable changing pads literally look like what you would use if you were like potty training a dog. You change the baby right there in bed. 9 times out of 10, they don't pee. It doesn't get soiled. You use it in the next 3 hours when you have to get up. So yeah, I'm gonna register for that and see how that works. I have not narrowed down the type of bassinet that I'm going to use. I have about 2 or 3 that I'm looking at. So what I am wanting, the products that I looked at and was like, that's what I want, it's actually a form of co-sleeping. Just like me, a lot of people when they think co-sleeping is in bed with them and their husband, and it lasts till like the kid is like 10. That's not what I want. I want their own space and I want my own space, but I want them so accessible that they're right in line with my bed, and that I can literally just almost like grab them and pull them to me. I don't really want to do a lot of like sitting up, getting out. I don't want to get out of bed at all. The products that I'm looking at mainly are the Baby Delight Beside Me Dreamer. The main thing that's going to be the deciding factor is if it lines up to my bed. Our bed, we have a king size bed and it's pretty high. I'm looking at different products on the highest like setting that they will go because most of them are adjustable. So that's going to be the determining factor. I'm still thinking about the Halo. I have heard from a couple different people it's not as impressive as maybe the price tag would imply. I've heard it's really, really heavy. I've heard the base is really big. I'm not discounting it completely. I have the strength of like a baby deer after I give birth, okay? Like I can't lift anything heavy I don't want to be bending any more than you already are. Like in those beginning couple months, you are always slouching when you're nursing, you're looking down, like you're just contorting your body in ways your body is not used to, and my body felt it. Like for at least a month or two, it was angry. Like I had sciatica again. I had sciatica when I was pregnant, and then postpartum, it like came back with a vengeance. My body is just like, and then it comes back. It does come back. Real quick, the other sleeper was the Arms Reach Clear View. Miscellaneous, I do need an add-on camera. We have the Infant Optics baby monitor, and I just need an add-on camera. We need a Cool Mist humidifier. We need another one of those. I want a JJ Cole car seat cover because my daughter was a spring summer baby, but this one will be winter, so I'm thinking maybe we would use this. I don't know, but I might have my sister just make me these, but they are on Amazon, but they're called cushy closers. Having a toddler, this baby is probably going to learn to sleep in loud noises anyway, but for the most part, I'm gonna have them in their room with a sound machine, but still, if my daughter is like slamming a door or anything like that, I want to not wake the baby. So these are really cool. They kind of make it a silent close to your door. One last thing I was going to put on the registry, but I found it on the Facebook Marketplace, which I had not bought from. But I don't know if this was a thing when I had Naomi a couple years ago. It might have been. I know the baby... Okay, I'm okay. Okay, Baby Brezza. I know that they have a formula dispenser that is basically like a Keurig for formula. This is a sanitizing product that you can sanitize bottles, passies, sippy cups, anything. It will sanitize in 8 minutes, and it has a drying feature. My sister got it for her second one, and they use it all the time, she said, and I just like that it's a really big surface area. You can do a lot inside of it, and I like that it also can double for more drying rack if you need that. Or if you just wanted to use it as a dryer. If for some reason, if you had like all your bottles that you used and you didn't have any extras and you needed it to dry pretty quick, just put it on the dryer setting and it's good. It's usually $99 and I got it for $40. So I was really excited about that. But I feel like that's a really good product, especially for a second time pregnancy, because you can also sanitize your toddlers like sippy cups and all that stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I hope maybe some of you got a few ideas if you are pregnant out there with your second one. If you guys have any recommendations on any products that I said or reviews, I will definitely read those, especially on the bassinet or bedside sleeper. If you have any opinions on that, let me know. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.